Okay. All right. Okay, I am live. Let me check something. I'm still figuring all this stuff out, guys. So, okay. So it says I am live, and I will turn that off. So it says I am live here. Basically, I spent a lot of today figuring out how to work certain things, and what I found is that I can't share my actual desktop audio unless I upgrade the system and all that. And there's reasons why I don't want to because I have certain plugins and stuff. You know, producers know about that. So I may do that at some time. But for now, you know, I'm using this just because I want to keep creating. And since I'm still learning, I'm going to take it as a learning experiment, you know. So right now, I believe you're getting the audio through only the microphone, but I do have big speakers by me, but so you'll be able to hear stuff. But I'm gonna do my best to kind of keep a distance so that the audio still sounds good. It's just tough because with this setup, it won't let me actually have the desktop audio. I tried all today to get that working, and the only way is by updating this whole software, and then I lose, you know, plugins and things like that. So I'm gonna work on getting that done. It does work on my laptop, but I have all my stuff on this desktop, so I wanted to do that. So we're just gonna have to make do with that. Um, but you know, it's a learning process, and we'll figure it out. The last stream I listened back, and I thought that one was sounding good. I listened back, and it was only in one ear. So this one should be in two ears. If you guys are in here, let me know. I'm kind of just looking at it as like an experiment to see what happens. But I just want to check one more. I just want to check to see if I'm still out here. It's like weird. And yeah, okay. Anyway, so what I wanted to do today, I'm just jumping on quick because I've been at this all day. I gotta move this shit because there's a delay on that. Basically, I wanted to go over this song that I created and kind of break it down how I made it and everything. So let's see something. Why does it do it like that? Okay, it should be named that way. For some reason, there's two. Hey man, figure this shit out as you go. Fuck it. I thought that the name would be different, so this should be gone live. Yeah. Anyway, apparently we got some people in here too. So anybody jumping in, I appreciate you already. I'm working through all this OBS stuff, figuring the whole process out. But I wanted to play my song. This one's called Breakaway. This song actually isn't out yet. Um, and I want to let you guys kind of hear what I did here. This song will be out soon. I'm upset because you're hearing it through this, and I wanted you guys to hear it perfectly, but you'll hear it perfectly when it comes out. You know? Wasting away. I'm not looking to stay. Break away. So that's my new song. I'm still figuring out things with this. So you guys are just gonna have to be patient with me as I learn all this stuff. But the learning process. That's my new song. So I do that. So that's my new song. This is called Breakaway. Basically, I just wanted to do a quick overview of how I made this song. So with the beat, everything I created myself. So I basically started with this sound, right? This guitar. I found that in Splice, right? I liked how it sounded. Let me see if I can find how it actually sounded when I got it. It's one of these sounds back here. It's around here. So is this. It was fast. And I decided to slow it down, made it. I thought that kind of changed the vibe, sounding cool. So. Goodbye. I've been experimenting with like always putting voices in songs, so I wanted to try like something different. So I want to try a whistle. And I liked like parts of that, but not like the whole way. So I changed it up, chopped it up, made it sound like this. And I gave it more of like a loopability, like made it more pleasant on the ears. Then I found just some bird sound effects. Like I said, I hope you guys are hearing things right. We'll figure it out. This is what the streams will be like. We'll get all the technical stuff worked out, you know. I thought that was cool behind everything. You know? So I had a good basis for a song. So in a lot of my songs I like to build everything. I like things to gradually increase. So with this song, and wait, I just want to make sure I'm sounding good. Okay, perfect. So I like things to gradually increase. So I said, well, I usually do it with different layers and things like that, but I wanted to try doing it with the drums. So having the drums gradually increase. So the drums actually don't come in for a while here, but they just give a little something. They're quiet too. Then I had the drums pick up again. So now you've got all these drums going on. And a lot of what's being done is a lot of progression is built through what I'm doing on the song. So this loops for a while. And we come to this part where there's a switch up of two drums. Oh, I don't have those on. So you see what I do here? And I just wanted it to be like a build where the drums coming like kind of crazy. So gives it a break. So I started the song with I like for songs to like usually have a vocal like hidden in there like somewhere. So if I'm bringing something in, I'll do a O or a whoa or a A or something, just something to, I mean, depending on the song, to get you from point A to point B. Because I hear a lot of people that have really long intros with no voice, and that can be bothersome for sure. And if you can see, I made these O's pan. So this is a auto pan right here, and this basically brings it from left ear to right ear. Now I know you guys aren't on the desktop audio, so you're probably not hearing that perfectly. It's all through here, which, like I'll say again, is not how I wanted it to be. But I wanted to stream and I wanted to show how I made this song. So use what you have. That's how I always look at things. If I don't have the cameras, if I don't have I use what I have at the moment, and then just keep pushing from there, and eventually you'll figure it out. I made a lot of music videos and stuff without even on my phone. You know what I mean? And then eventually I got to a place where I had more equipment. But use what you have. That's the biggest thing piece of advice I could give the artist. Like, use what you have. If you don't have it, you don't have it at the moment. I've been wasting away. I'm not looking to stay. So basically, I started making the song. I moved to a new location that had a lot of like nature in it, and I was just feeling more like, relaxed, and just I wanted the song for when I'm going on like nature walks and stuff. So this was inspired by that, and I started the song with both of these voices, megaphone. So you got the I've been wasting away. I'm not looking to stay. Basically starts with the voices, telephone, and comes back and forth to I kind of like this texture because I kind of like making things sound not so clear, so that when they are clear, it hits more, if that makes sense. Break away from all the pain. And even here, I put a flanger on it. Break away. See? From all the pain. I like dirtying things up, so when we get to the end and we want that clean sound, we can get to it. But it's like, what you want is like tucked under everything. So it's like, okay, like I want, but that makes you stay to the end, in my opinion. I'm just saying, I needed change. I just want the sun out, time's gonna run out. I ain't in a rush now, I just want your touch now. Break up. So that, I like this part here. I just want the sun out, time's gonna run out. I ain't in a rush now, I just want your touch now. And I distorted this with Auto-Tune EFX. There was a box lead sound effect, and I thought it was sounding crunchy, and I like the blend of smoothness and having this distortion. So I wanted to keep that breakaway coming in, a lot of times. And this song actually is called Breakaway. I know it says Peace on the top. That was initially what it was called, Peace, and then became Breakaway. But basically, I wanted to repeat that frame and have it come in a lot and not be too much going on. And I wanted this part to just have some vocals that make you. I just wanted this an easy listening song. So I'd use these oohs, and I actually had them on autotune, and they were flexing too much. So I used Melodyne for it and made them sound like perfectly on key. Which I didn't do for the rest of the song, just that part. And when it comes to building tension in songs, every couple bars, 4 bars, you add something. So here's the ahs. And that ah is going to be reintroduced later too. So I like making things that everything is a kind of a loop and catches you at a different spot. I threw this verse in here too. I just need a break from the thoughts in my head. I just need relief for a moment from the stress. The path behind me, I didn't know where it led, but I ain't worried about it cause I know it all ends like trying to get away. So you know how I did the when I do it later, it's basically, you know, I was saying and I go so it's basically the same thing, the same melody, just a little more enhanced. That's what I do. It's like ear candy stuff. But I ain't worried about it cause I know it all ends like and this is where the beat switch is with all the drums. And I thought that would be a cool effect to have that telephone come back under that and give you some new lyrics. And, you know, it pans left and right as well. It doesn't wander, though. It's left, then right, then left, then right. Then bring the hook back as it leaves with no drums. No, I want it all. I want you to leave with nothing. Just feel that. Now we bring the drums back and that same ooh from before to keep that repetition. So look at how many times the song is repeating different things. So most people want to repeat a hook or a chorus, and that's all they do, and that's the only thing that is repetitive. No. I think, you know, you really want every sound to kind of have its place and come back, and you forget certain sounds you've already heard. This way, by the time you hear that, you already kind of have that melody in your head. So it's like programming your brain to know what sounds are already coming, and then when you hear them later, it's like, oh, okay. And the biggest songs do that. They'll hide these melodies behind the verses and stuff like that. So to take your music to the next level, just think about that. How can I repeat other things and not just the same hook and refrain, you know? And I super reverb that. I didn't even put it with all the other oohs. See how there's a left and right here? Those are on the left side. But I just kept it by itself and let it fade out, you know? Let the drums end the song, you know? And I like that little goodbye effect. I don't know. I just thought it sounded cool there. So. As far as mixing, I won't get too into it, but just had some light auto tune on it. Some parts there was more where I was singing, and just use this auto tune EFX. Yeah, it just depends. Sometimes I turn it up and tweak it at parts where it's necessary. Where I'm rapping, maybe not as much. And I keep the auto tunes on their own track instead of on the bus because I like to, you know, make it different for each one. So there's that, and I do the same with the reverbs too. Like I don't like to bust it all to one because if I want the reverbs on one track to be different, I don't want to have to No, like I don't like when those are bust, to be honest with you. Um, and basically I'm just running it all through a couple different things here. You know, a little EQ, two de-essers at two different locations, a compressor. This is my channel strip here. I have a limiter on it as well, which I don't really know that should have been done this way. I probably could have pushed it up and gave it more volume, but this is cool too because it kind of runs through it. And then I EQ'd it again. Found some high points that I liked. That was it. I don't spend too much time dealing with that because they all. I kind of found the sound for my voice. Um, and then the trick that I do for a lot of my echoes and my reverbs, because I run them through this BF76, and the reason I do that is instead of having to, manually increase the echo or whatever when spots break, this detects it, so it kills it so that when I'm rapping, the echo isn't there, but when I let off, the echoes come. So it's kind of like automating, but it does it for you. So you're side chaining it through there. A lot of producers know about that, and I do it with my reverbs as well. And then just ran it through a couple different things to master it. I like to put this NLS bus on and just put a little bit of drive. It gives it some flavor. Fresh Air plugin is great. It's free. Download that. Definitely put that on your masters just a little bit. Usually I EQ, maybe find some little points. For this one I didn't. I threw this through the Line NB, and I always just go to the multi electro mastering. Sometimes I touch it a little bit. For this I didn't even have to. Found videos that talked about just adding that to the mix, only if it sounds good. Sometimes I won't. Then I imaged it, made it spread it out, gave it more room, turned everything up, made sure that the WLM meters were to industry standard. Usually it's like, people say -11, some people say -8. I like -9. Depends on the type of song. If it's like a banger song, I'll boost it a little more. But for something like this, I like to keep more of the sonics in it. I'm not sure what I hit for this one, though. Looks like I'm hitting like 9. And that's cool with me. That's really how I made this song. And as far as the songwriting, I just puzzle pieced it together. Just came up with melodies, whatever came to me naturally. Just kind of thought about where I was, what I'm going through, what environment I'm in, and that's kind of how the song came. Just I didn't write anything on a paper. I just went off my head and had this song. Sometimes it's better to do it more organically like that. Some people are better at writing. It just depends. But that's basically all I wanted to jump on here and show for the day. Because I spent a lot of hours trying to figure out this mic stuff. It's still not where I want it to be. And I'm going to try to find workarounds and ways around it. I may have to update this and get some plugins the hard way. But that's fine. I'll find a way around it. Or maybe I'll stream off of the laptop too. Definitely can make beats off the laptop. But I know when it comes to this stuff on the Pro Tools, I have all my stuff on here. So yeah, it's just figuring all the stuff out. But I wish I could give you all the desktop audio. I know I can't when I'm on the laptop. So when we do music reviews, I'll do that off of my laptop and just have it so I'm hearing exactly what you guys are doing, and I can run that through these speakers and everything. The main reason is just I like to have my big setup here, and Pro Tools has all my stuff is already on there on this computer. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But basically, long story short, I'm figuring out how to get these streams better, putting up thumbnails. If you guys have any requests on how to make them better, or anything that you guys are aware of that I'm not, as far as audio, things like that, let me know. And we'll just keep improving, and we'll keep getting on here and use what we have. So thank you guys for joining. I'm going to get off here. My favorite thing about these lives is that they exist afterwards. They can stay here. So later you guys can watch this even if people aren't in it. And now the tutorial for Breakaway lives here. The song isn't even out yet. It will be out soon, but it will be here forever, and people can go back and check it out. I hope the audio is pretty good on when you guys hear it, because it's all coming back through here. But like I said, we'll work around it. Anyway, appreciate anybody who joined in. I didn't see because the live. It says there's a couple of different viewers that came in, but we'll just keep rolling. Thank you guys for joining in. I'm gonna stop stream now, and you guys have a great day.